So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be just 8 minutes of pure Timu Biofertilizer. I think you already know what you're doing, but this is just... you never know when you might... You never know. I mean, I'm just recording this just for fun, honestly, because your presentation right now is 8 minutes. This is a slide presentation. I'll be recording the slide first and the poster will be the second one coming up. So yeah, that's it. 8-minute presentation, 5-minute Q&A. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, our team is called Waste to Worth, and we are here to present to you our product called Timu Biofertilizer, proudly sponsored by University Malaysia Sarawak. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the table of contents for today. 931 million tons of food are wasted every single year, ladies and gentlemen. 40.8 million tons a year of that alone comes from the ASEAN region, including Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, all of this leads to global warming and water pollution. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do we have to do? What can we do to solve this? So, what we at Timu Biofertilizer are here to do is to, first of all, produce and sell sustainable biofertilizer based from food waste. Secondly, is to carry out environmental education campaigns for our biofertilizer recipe. And third is to continue sales of biofertilizer bacteria and equipment to produce biofertilizer for more efficient plant growth promotion. Ladies and gentlemen, our target market, first of all, is household and residential communities, food and service businesses, educational institutions, local governments, and farmers and urban gardeners. So, how does it work, ladies and gentlemen? So, first of all, we have open source biofertilizer recipe from food waste. This recipe will be released to all through our various social media and other outreach methods in schools and in the public eye. So this open source biofertilizer recipe is designed to be easy to make for everyone, even with very minimal skill level and very minimal income. So it doesn't matter who you are, you should be able to make our biofertilizer recipe. And secondly, we'll carry out environmental education campaigns, and we'll teach everyone how to produce biofertilizer. Yes, even you can produce biofertilizer, ladies and gentlemen. So, the next stage is distribution through farmers, campaigns, and online sales. We'll be reaching out to the local community around the University Malaysia Sarawak region and the Kota Samarahan region in order to help local small farmers as well as those of us who have like mini gardens at home, for example. For those further afield, like for those in Peninsular Malaysia and also in Indonesia, we'll be carrying out online sales for our biofertilizer. So this will be able to help drive continuous sustainable growth of the Timu Biofertilizer company. Ladies and gentlemen, we will build a company not just based on goodwill, but also based on sustainable, profitable growth in order to achieve SDG 4, 8, and 12. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we create our biofertilizer. This is the production process. You can see in this photo right here. This is the first stage of biofertilizer production, where we will be able to use bokashi buckets to create the initial biofertilizer juice. So this biofertilizer juice is going to be diluted down and put onto your plants. So these plants, they're going to get the biofertilizer and then they can grow very well. You can see there's extra slide here just to waste time. So what you should do here is actually explain your methodology, because right now we still have plenty of time. There's still 4 minutes and 29 seconds left. So we're going to have to do a little bit more about the methodology here. So I want you to talk more and more about how you make your biofertilizer. Why is it important for you to have such and such steps? And this, ladies and gentlemen, is proof to why biofertilizer exists and it can grow the plants more effectively. Look, ladies and gentlemen, in this next slide, you can change the biofertilizer you can change the plant from this very small plant into this very big plant. So that is how it works, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have to sell more on the biofertilizer for this particular section. That's up to you to make it work. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, impacts and goals. First of all, the impact is diversion of food waste. In order to reduce the food waste, we got to send it somewhere. It's going to either end up in a landfill or it's going to end up in our Timu Biofertilizer Bokashi buckets on sale very soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, we can, because of that, reduce waste disposal costs. Shipping things away to landfills takes time, takes money, takes a massive dump truck. So, because we no longer need to put as much waste into the dump trucks, we can reduce greenhouse gases because, first of all, they are not rotting in landfills. They are not going on the dump trucks which are powered by petrol and diesel. They are just sitting at home making fertilizer. And we can produce cost-effective, profitable, and eco-friendly biofertilizer. And because of our campaigns, we can also increase environmental education and community service, and therefore benefit the local communities. So, long-term, this aligns with the long-term sustainability and profitability of the Timu Biofertilizer Company. So, it aligns with SDG 4, 8, and 12, as well as promoting the circular economy of the local region and to wherever we ship our biofertilizer equipment and buckets. Ladies and gentlemen, here is our funding and support plan using the Unimas grant, which is 2,500 ringgit. We use, first of all, this amount for the flight ticket, and we use this amount for the chemicals and consumables, and the rest you can see on this table here. So for our next steps, ladies and gentlemen, in the first month, we'll start our basic campaign and we'll start collecting food waste. We'll also finalize the biofertilizer recipes. We'll also have, in the second month, continuous campaign and also start biofertilizer production for initial sales. This is the first batch. We'll be able to start like ironing out all the issues because there's definitely going to be issues, ladies and gentlemen. We are open about that. We are dedicated to openness and transparency in every single part of our program. So in the third month, the campaign continues. We'll be able to start sales of premixed biofertilizer and bacteria. And ladies and gentlemen, month 4 onwards, we will be able to run a campaign and continuous sponsorship campaigns as well as environmental education campaigns, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be also able to continue pitching for sponsorships and scholarships for ourselves. And progress report will be given to the organizing committee. Ladies and gentlemen, why invest in us? We have a multi-pronged approach to environmental education and commercialization. We have working prototypes available. You can see right here, ladies and gentlemen. So, we also have a deep understanding of community needs because of our community outreach actions. We also have a deep and active collaboration with University Malaysia Sarawak and local farmers, as well as the grasp of the Faculty of Science and Technology in University Malaysia Sarawak. Ladies and gentlemen, here are all our references. Have a big slide with a lot of tiny little text. Let's collaborate. We are Waste to Worth team. I am Abraham Chor. Here are my partners, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much for your attention. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you do a presentation like this, you want to stop the timer with like at least the minimum is 30 seconds. I actually went a little bit over here because when you have more people in a single presentation, you are going to have problems with like oh, the mic is being passed here, the mic is being passed there. So I would really recommend at least 1 minute. Just make a 7-minute presentation. Don't try to get exactly 8 minutes. I can do this because I am one person. I don't have to pass the mic here and there. But if you have many group members, I really recommend you just aim for 7 minutes. Don't do 8 minutes because this is an 8-minute presentation, and then you have to pass the mic here and there. There's no penalty for ending early. There's only a penalty for ending late. So aim for 7 minutes for your presentation. And then make sure that each of your members have the, what do you call it? Have their section memorized. This is a slide presentation, so you're all going to be up on stage already. When you have your presentation memorized, then at least you already know when to start, when to stop. And then practice passing the mic. I can guarantee you the mic is going to be trash quality. So make sure that when you hold the mic, right, when you hold the mic, you have the mic jammed up against your mouth like this. Make sure that if you jam it against your mouth and it starts going, and then you just back off a bit. Yeah. There's not much you can do because I can guarantee you the mic will be trash. I normally don't use mic, but I don't think you can do that. Unless you can try, I'm not gonna stop you from trying. So yeah, make sure that you have at least one gimmick lah, because it's always nice to have a gimmick. Let your most confident member, let them bring a gimmick. It doesn't have to be something like, because I will normally, for this slide, right? Hold on. Let me show you. For this slide, I normally do this. 931 million! Yeah, something like that. But that's me. You can have your own gimmick. You don't have to do that. You can do something else. And then at the end over here, you can insert the bandage gimmick anytime. Doesn't matter. But I will recommend it at the end to make it more memorable. Choose either the start or the end. Don't do it in the middle, because in the middle people are getting sleepy. Let them sleep. Okay, what else? And I think that's it for now lah. You have to focus more on your methodology, and then but I think no need to be so long. Your methodology also, because leave 7 minute space. Don't try to do 8 minute. Yeah, like that lah. That's all the advice that I have for you right now. Then now I will go and prepare and record the poster presentation. Okay, good luck.